Did you know this golden superfood can actually turn into a health hazard if used incorrectly? Turmeric, that vibrant yellow spice sitting in your kitchen cabinet, has amazing benefits. But here's the shocking truth. 70% of people don't know how to combine it properly to maximize its benefits. Today, I'm revealing not just the incredible health advantages of turmeric, but also the dangers that even many nutrition experts rarely mention. Stay with me until the end, because I'll share my personal golden milk recipe that completely transformed my health journey. If you're new here, welcome to PureNutrition, where we explore evidence-based nutrition that actually works in real life. My turmeric obsession began 3 years ago during a particularly bad flare-up of joint pain. Despite adding it to everything from smoothies to soups, I saw absolutely no improvement for months. I was ready to write it off as another overhyped superfood until a chance conversation with an Ayurvedic practitioner changed everything. She looked at me like I was crazy when I told her how I was using turmeric and said, "Of course it's not working." What she shared next transformed not only my personal health, but my entire approach to natural remedies. If you want to skip the mistakes I made and get straight to what works, hit that subscribe button and let's dive in. Turmeric isn't just any spice. It's a 4,000-year-old healing tradition with a fascinating paradox at its core. Ancient healers across India and China treasured this golden root not just as medicine, but as something sacred. In Indian weddings, the bride and groom are still painted with turmeric paste as a blessing for health and prosperity. What's remarkable is how these traditional cultures always prepared turmeric, never alone, always with specific companions. I was stunned to discover that modern science is only now catching up to what traditional healers understood centuries ago. The key compound in turmeric, curcumin, can indeed work wonders for your body. But here's the twist. When consumed alone, your body hardly absorbs any of it. This explains why so many people try turmeric but see no results. Exactly what happened to me during those frustrating early months. The ancient wisdom wasn't just tradition. It was sophisticated biochemistry developed through centuries of observation. This revelation completely changed my perspective on traditional food wisdom and set me on a path to discover what else we might be missing in our modern approach to superfoods. So, what makes turmeric worth all this attention? After diving into the research and experiencing the effects firsthand, I've found 3 remarkable benefits that stand out above all others. First is its extraordinary ability to fight inflammation, the root cause of countless chronic health issues. I remember the day I realized turmeric was finally working for me. After months of limited mobility, I impulsively joined friends for a hike, bracing myself for the inevitable pain afterward. But that evening, instead of the usual throbbing joints, I felt normal. This wasn't just in my head. Curcumin targets the same inflammatory pathways as pharmaceutical drugs, but without the harsh side effects. A friend with rheumatoid arthritis had a similar experience, finding that proper turmeric use reduced her reliance on prescription pain relievers by half. The digestive benefits came as a surprise bonus. Those uncomfortable post-meal feelings of heaviness and bloating? Gone within a week of proper turmeric use. This happens because turmeric stimulates bile production, helping your body break down fats more efficiently while strengthening your gut's protective barriers. Most surprising was the effect on mental clarity. The brain fog that had become my unwelcome companion gradually lifted. Research backs this up. Curcumin increases levels of BDNF, essentially fertilizer for your brain cells. The contrast between turmeric-rich cultures and Western populations is striking. India has Alzheimer's rates 4.4 times lower than the United States. Coincidence? The emerging research suggests otherwise. Here's where things get really interesting, and where most people go wrong with turmeric. The problem isn't the turmeric itself, but how poorly our bodies absorb its beneficial compounds. This is the critical piece that transformed my results and can do the same for you. Picture this. You dutifully add turmeric to your food or take supplements, but without knowing what I'm about to share, up to 97% of those beneficial compounds are simply passing through your system without effect. It's like buying an expensive smartphone but only using it to make calls. You're missing out on its most powerful features. The first game changer is black pepper, specifically a compound called piperine that it contains. When I first heard this, it seemed too simple to be true. Could adding a pinch of black pepper really make such a difference? The science is remarkable. Piperine prevents your liver from filtering out curcumin before it can enter your bloodstream, increasing absorption by an astounding 2,000%. My skepticism vanished after trying this combination for just 1 week. The difference was night and day. The second key is healthy fat. Curcumin is fat-soluble, not water-soluble. Without fat molecules to shuttle it across your intestinal membranes, curcumin molecules simply can't enter your circulation effectively. This explains why traditional golden milk recipes always included coconut milk or ghee. When I switched from my morning turmeric water to a version with coconut oil, my results improved dramatically. The third element, often overlooked, is gentle heat. A brief warming period, under 5 minutes, increases curcumin's solubility without degrading its benefits. This is why turmeric in cooked dishes or warm beverages tends to work better than raw applications. What's fascinating is how perfectly traditional turmeric preparations combined these elements. Golden milk, the recipe I'll share shortly, includes all three: black pepper, fat from milk, and gentle heat. This isn't coincidence, but rather sophisticated nutritional science developed through centuries of observation. Modern research is only now confirming what traditional healers always knew. Not all turmeric is created equal, and your results will vary dramatically based on what you select. I learned this the expensive way after wasting money on inferior products before understanding what matters. For fresh turmeric root, which resembles ginger's knobby appearance, color tells the story. Break or cut a piece. The interior should be intensely orange, almost unnaturally vibrant. Fresh root offers beneficial compounds beyond just curcumin and has natural oils that aid absorption. But it's messy, warning, it stains everything it touches, and requires more preparation. With powdered turmeric, which most of us use, quality varies dramatically. The difference between premium turmeric and the dusty bottle that's been sitting on the supermarket shelf for months is striking. High-quality powder should have an intense aroma and deeply saturated orange-yellow color. The sad truth is that many commercial powders lose potency during long storage periods or contain fillers. For supplements, transparency is your friend. Look for products that disclose their exact curcumin content and ideally include absorption enhancers like piperine or phospholipid complexes right in the formulation. Some premium formulations now use advanced technology like nanoparticles or liposomal delivery to solve the absorption problem. The form you choose matters less than ensuring quality and proper preparation. I personally use all three at different times: fresh root in juicing, high-quality powder for cooking, and supplements during periods when I need therapeutic doses. Now for the critical information that nutrition influencers rarely discuss. Despite its amazing benefits, turmeric isn't always the right choice for everyone, and using it incorrectly can create real problems. The most common mistake is inappropriate dosing. I learned this painful lesson firsthand after an enthusiastic beginning with turmeric. Excited by the research, I took a large dose on an empty stomach one morning and spent the entire day with severe stomach cramping. Research suggests limiting intake to 1 to 2 grams of curcumin daily, roughly 1 to 2 teaspoons of ground turmeric, to avoid digestive distress. Start with small amounts and gradually increase as your body adjusts. Far more serious are the potential medication interactions that few people discuss. Turmeric naturally thins blood by inhibiting platelet aggregation, generally beneficial for cardiovascular health, but potentially dangerous when combined with pharmaceutical blood thinners like warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel. This combination can significantly increase bleeding risk. Similarly concerning is turmeric's effect on blood sugar. It enhances insulin sensitivity, wonderful for most people, but potentially problematic if you're taking diabetes medications, as it may amplify their effects, potentially causing hypoglycemia. A colleague's father experienced this firsthand, becoming dizzy and confused after adding turmeric supplements to his diabetes management routine without consulting his doctor. Certain groups should exercise particular caution. Pregnant women, especially in the first trimester, as turmeric may stimulate the uterus. Anyone scheduled for surgery, stop at least 2 weeks before due to bleeding risk. People with gallstones or bile duct obstruction, as turmeric increases bile production. Those with iron deficiency, as curcumin can bind to iron and reduce absorption. People taking certain medications, including some chemotherapy drugs, immunosuppressants, and acid reducers. Warning signs that turmeric might not agree with you include unusual digestive discomfort, reflux, lightheadedness, or headaches after consumption. If you experience any of these, reduce your dosage or discontinue use. The bottom line, if you take medications, please have a quick conversation with your healthcare provider before adding therapeutic amounts of turmeric to your routine. This small step could prevent serious complications while still allowing you to benefit from this powerful spice. Let me share the 3 turmeric preparations that transformed my health, each designed for a specific time of day and purpose, with absorption enhancers built right in. My morning begins with golden sunrise smoothie, the perfect way to energize while controlling inflammation. Into a blender goes a frozen banana, a thumb-sized piece of fresh ginger, half a teaspoon of turmeric, a small pinch of black pepper, a tablespoon of almond butter for healthy fat, and 8 ounces of coconut milk. The result is a vibrant yellow drink that tastes tropical while delivering sustained energy. The trick that makes this effective is the combination of fat from almond butter and coconut milk, plus black pepper, all ensuring maximum curcumin absorption. I noticed the difference after just 1 week. My usual mid-morning energy crash disappeared completely. Lunchtime brings my immunity-boosting golden curry. The secret is blooming the spices properly to maximize benefits. I start by sautéing onion, garlic, and ginger in coconut oil until fragrant. Then comes the crucial step, adding turmeric, cumin, coriander, and black pepper and stirring continuously for just 30 seconds. This brief heating activates the turmeric while preserving its beneficial compounds. Next, I add vegetables, protein like chickpeas, and coconut milk, simmering until tender. This meal delivers a therapeutic dose of turmeric with perfect absorption enhancers built in. Friends who've tried this recipe are amazed at how satisfying it is while supporting their health goals. The evening ritual that changed everything for me is golden milk. The ancient sleep and recovery elixir that finally unlocked turmeric's full potential for me. In a small saucepan, I gently heat coconut milk until warm but not boiling. Then I whisk in turmeric, black pepper, cinnamon, cardamom, vanilla, and a touch of honey, plus a crucial half teaspoon of coconut oil. The continuous whisking for 1 to 2 minutes creates a frothy, comforting drink that supports overnight recovery. When I began this evening ritual, my morning stiffness noticeably decreased within days. For those who don't enjoy turmeric's flavor, try my stealth method. Add a quarter teaspoon to tomato-based dishes like pasta sauce or chili. The robust flavors completely mask the turmeric while still delivering benefits. The research on turmeric continues revealing exciting new potential that goes beyond what we've discussed. Recent studies are uncovering connections that would have seemed far-fetched just years ago. Researchers are now investigating how turmeric influences the gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria living in your intestines that affect everything from immunity to mental health. Early evidence suggests curcumin acts as a prebiotic, selectively feeding beneficial bacteria while inhibiting harmful ones. This microbiome connection might explain why turmeric seems to have such wide-ranging health effects throughout the body. Another fascinating area involves turmeric's impact on exercise recovery. Athletes are increasingly turning to curcumin to reduce post-workout soreness and speed recovery between training sessions. A recent study with cyclists found that curcumin supplementation reduced inflammatory markers and muscle damage after intense exercise compared to a placebo group. Perhaps most unexpected is emerging research on turmeric and mood regulation. Several controlled trials show curcumin supplementation improving symptoms of depression and anxiety, with effects comparable to some medications but without side effects. This connection between inflammation and mood offers an intriguing new perspective on mental health that bridges traditional wisdom with cutting-edge neuroscience. As research continues, we're likely to discover even more connections between this ancient remedy and modern health challenges. The journey from my initial frustration with turmeric to discovering its transformative potential taught me something valuable. Traditional wisdom and modern science are most powerful when combined thoughtfully. By understanding turmeric's paradox, powerful benefits with poor absorption, and addressing it properly, you can unlock results that might surprise you. Have you tried turmeric? What has your experience been? Drop a comment below and let's learn from each other. If this information was helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who could benefit. Subscribe to PureNutrition now and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos on powerful superfoods and natural health solutions. Thank you for watching, and remember, true health comes from combining ancient wisdom with modern understanding. See you in the next video.